Today we're going to be focusing on climate change and what we can do to help slow down the heating of our planet. So there's a lot of different ways that you can save our resources. So if you turn your thermostat down in the winter to about 68 degrees, you can save a ton of money on your heating costs. And if you're either going out for the day or when you go to sleep, turn it down to like 55, you can save even more money. And you can save on fossil fuels. So turn off non-essential lights and appliances. And the fossil fuels used to generate electricity for a house is about equal to two whole cars. So try and close your shades and blinds during the night and sometimes during the day because it can help with the heat loss through windows, and try to buy Energy Star appliances. So recycle your materials. It'll help cut down on our environmental impact. Also, it helps reduce the amount of carbon dioxide and pollutants that we put into the atmosphere. Also, reuse your materials. It also helps cut down on our environmental impact. So a lot more tips can be found at earth911.org. So conserve energy. Turn off your lights. It's pretty fun. So scientists have finally agreed that fossil fuels are the main reason why our globe is heating up. So there was this article in the Wall Street Journal. They interviewed scientists and asked them, what would happen? What would we have to do if we couldn't stop global warming? So what they said was we could either start orbiting mirrors around the Earth, start making huge saltwater fountains in the ocean, or you could spray sulfur into the atmosphere. Also, NASA revised their data on the warmest year on record. It's actually in like the 1930s. In the spring of 2007, President Bush gathered together all of the top greenhouse gas emitting countries to discuss how to slow down the gas emissions from their individual countries. Scientists have concluded that fossil fuels are the main reason why our globe is heating up. This is a huge step in trying to make people see the importance of cutting back on fossil fuels. And now, for our resident scientist for his take on things.
So there's a number of components to global warming. That is, you have the amount of input energy from the sun per day, per second. You have the amount coming from the interior of the earth, and then you have the man-made. The man-made global warming coming from the CO2 and the changing of the composition of the atmosphere. So I think you got to look at all three of those, at least all three of those variables before you come to conclusion on is global warming happening and how serious is it, but try to look at both sides.
So in this episode, we have two websites that we want you to check out. One is globalwarming.org. It's a website. It's basically like a blog news type site where they talk about global warming in all different countries. It's really cool. Check it out. The second website is environmentaldefense.org. It's kind of like, I want to say the CNN type thing of global warming, but it has news as well as things that you can do yourself and tons of stuff. Go check it out. It's really cool. So there's lots of good books on global warming, but this episode we're just going to look at two books. The first book is An Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore. As you all know, you've probably read this or saw the movie. This book has lots of good pictures and good commentary by scientists. It's also very politically correct. Now, the other book we're looking at is A Politically Incorrect Guide to Global Warming. This is very good points from scientists and tons of other people so that you can have both sides of the issue. Now, in this book, they comment on how global warming is being used by people to kind of control the government a little bit. So go look at both books and see what you think. Let's not wait until things are too hot to handle. Learn what we can about global warming and make choices to try and prevent it. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.